Hey everyone, it's Jay again, and I know that you guys want to see some Platinum Arena. It's funny how I made so many Platinum Arena videos recently. Like I have pretty much nothing else but Platinum Arena videos recently, and then I make one Daily Arena video, and seriously, like the most past like seven videos, Miscrits videos I made were Platinum Arena, and then I made my 100th episode, and then I made one Daily Arena video, and someone messaged me and was like, "Hey, can you please like do a Platinum Arena? You're doing way too much Daily Arena." And I'm like, I made one. I said that. I showed him. I was like, I made one video that was Daily Arena, and the rest were Platinum Arena. He's like, well, one is too many. And I'm like, sorry, no. I mean, the Daily Arena is important to me to do. I mean, I need to get up there in the arena. So, well, I've only done 5 matches. Seriously, in 2 weeks, I've done 5 matches. That's not too many. Anyway, I've only done 8 Platinum Arena, which is nothing as well. But I'll get up there. This one will be a Daily Arena because I have some things that I want to talk about. But the next one will be a Platinum Arena, I promise. I'll probably do Sunfall Kingdom Platinum Arena. Anyway, so yeah, the reason why I haven't made any videos in a while is because my week has been so crappy. It's been such a bad week. It's been such a bad week. So not only have I been low on money, I finally have money right now. Finally have money right now. But it was so bad. I was so bad on money. A friend of mine wanted me to buy her something, and this is a cute girl that I like, and she was like, hey, can you buy me this? And I probably shouldn't have because I really didn't have the money to do so, but I was like, yeah, sure. And it was like $6, and I was like, whatever. And then she asked me to buy her something else, and it was like $40, and I was like, that's a bit of money. I don't really want to spend that, but I was like, okay, I'll do it anyway, and I spent it, and it literally left me with, it literally left me with, like $12 in my account, and then I went out with some friends to dinner, and I spent $9 on dinner, and they were all like, why are you not getting that much? And I was like, well, I don't have a lot of money. And thankfully Pikachu was there, my friend Pikachu, and he was like, get something, I'll cover you. And so I got like an actual meal, and he did pay for it. I paid for the $9 that I paid for it first, but afterwards he got me something, and I really appreciate that. He's really helped me out a lot, and I promised that I'd get him next time. So anyway, that was on Wednesday that all happened. So here's how my week has been here. All right. So, Monday I went to work, and I had to change an entire building. This building has 4 floors, 16 rooms down each hallway, and I had to go down the hallway and replace all the lights. Every single light that was out. And it was quite a bit. I mean, it was like 15 or 16 lights, and each one I have to, get on a ladder, take down the thing, take out the fixture, like undo the wires, because I'm not just replacing a light bulb. If it was just replacing a light bulb, I wouldn't complain about it. It wasn't like I was just going up there and be like, oh, yeah, replace the light bulb, done. No, that would have been so much easier than what I had to do. Now I had to go up there, and freaking take the whole fixture out, and like take the whole wire, unscrew the wires, take the whole thing out, put a new one in, reattach the wires, which by the way, the electricity is still on. So I make one mistake, and I can completely like shock the crap out of myself. Possibly enough to kill me. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know how much electricity is flowing through this thing. I mean, I figure a light bulb isn't enough to kill me, but then again, one of these wires are not lighting up one light bulb, they're lighting up like 8 or something. I don't know how many, but it's a few. Anyway, so, and then I have to carry this fridge. I had help. I had one person helping me, but I had to carry this refrigerator down like 3 flights of stairs, and with no dolly, just picking this refrigerator up and carrying it down these flight of stairs. And so we did that, or I did that, and he helped me. My boss helped me, and that was ridiculous. But then, so that was just day one, and that was Not too bad. I was tired. I was really tired, and but it was okay. It wasn't terrible. So Tuesday, I go to work on Tuesday, and I work at two different apartment complexes. I work at one apartment complex on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I work at a different one Tuesday and Thursday. So the one I went to on Tuesday, I usually the very first thing I do in the morning is I pick up trash on the grounds because it's that's just part of my job. It's the very first thing I have to do. And at the other apartment complex, the one I work on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I can do that real quick. I usually start picking up the grounds at like 8:30, and I'm done before 9:30. And I'm done. But for some reason, the one on Tuesday and Thursday is so dirty, is so disgustingly dirty. Every single time I go there, it's baffling how long it takes me. Like, I'll start at like 8:17, right? Like around 8:20. I for some reason I've been getting done at like exactly 8:17, cleaning the office that I have to clean in the morning, which is actually the very, 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 very first thing I have to do. But anyway, and then I go and do the grounds, and for some reason the one on Tuesday and Thursday I don't finish until seriously like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, with how long it takes me. And that's just doing the grounds. And what I wasn't doing was going up and down all the buildings. Well, my boss told me that is now a part of my job. Now, this apartment complex is stupid. The one on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, there's 6 buildings, right? Total. There's 6 buildings. And the good thing is, when you go to the top floor, you can go to every single room. Or the bottom floor, or the middle floor, or the second floor, first floor, whatever. You can go to every single room by going up one flight of stairs. But the one I go to on Tuesday and Thursday is not like that. It's 8 buildings, first of all, and each building is split up into 3 sections. And each section has 4 flights of stairs. And he told me that from now on, part of cleaning the grounds is going up and down every single building. Which is, by the way, it's not... I'm exaggerating a little bit. There are 4 buildings that are 3 sections, 4 buildings that are 2 sections. So if I'm doing my math right, with each one having 4 flights of stairs, that is freaking 80 flights of stairs. 80. I think I'm doing my math right. So, let's see here. Calculator. Okay, let's see here. 4 times 4 times 3, 48. And 4 times 4 times 2 plus 48. Yeah, 80. So 80 flights of stairs, and each flight of stairs has 20 steps. So it's 1,600 steps that I have to go up. And what's worse than all that, though, is that after I go up all these flights of stairs, up and down all these flights of stairs, he wants me to, like, do other things. So, I mean, it was already taking me until, like, 2 o'clock to finish. Like, I've been getting a little bit faster at it. Sometimes I've been getting done at, like, 1, I've even, like, one time it was bad, and I finished at, like, 11:30, and I was, like, really impressed. I was like, wow, that's really quick for here. But most of the time it takes, like, a ridiculous amount of time. Like, I don't finish, like I said, until, like, 2 o'clock. But now he's adding going up and down 80 flights of stairs. And I'm tired. Like, I get tired after, like, at least half. I mean, at least going up and down 40. Like, I'm like, tired. I'm like, oh, man, I don't want to go up another 40 flights of stairs, And it's just ridiculous. It really is. But it's become, it's something I have to do. It's my job. So, anyway, so that was kind of bad, but it wasn't too bad. So Monday and Tuesday, rough but not terrible. Rough but not terrible. Wednesday is where stuff starts getting kind of bad. So I get to work on Wednesday, and once again I have to do another building of lights. And this one doesn't have too many lights, not as much as the other one, but it has enough, to where it takes me, most of the day. And what I do is I'm in such a rush because I had all this other stuff that I had to do, like clean out an apartment, and someone decided to throw a couch like behind a tree, and I had to go get that, and I had so much stuff that I had to do. And there was like an inspection happening soon, and I'm like preparing for the inspection. And anyway, so I need to rush to get these lights done. So I'm rushing to get these lights done, trying to hurry up because, you know, not that many. They want me to be done, you know, soon. And I get them all done. And on top of that, I'm going out with my friends that night. That same night, I'm going to be going out with friends. So I'm like trying to rush so I'll be ready to get some time to take a shower and stuff. And I finally finish. And, or hold on, sorry. Leveling up these monsters has kind of distracted me. Or these Miscrits. Cool! Finally, level 30. Awesome. Okay. Train. 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 Yes, okay. Just wanted to make sure that he would give me a platinum. Take you out of my team. Who is next? Who is next? You're next. Oh, cool, and you're both level 28. In fact, you're gonna level up first. That's funny. Anyway, so while I was rushing to get these lights up, getting out the old fixture that's in there is a pain. It's the biggest pain. Like, it used to be like the hard part that I had was getting the wires to be retied back up, but I kind of figured out a trick that can help me, and so I don't have that too bad of a problem doing that. But now getting the fixtures out. Getting the fixtures, old fixtures out of it is really difficult because the screws can strip really easily because they're old. And so I'm trying to get these old screws out of there, and sometimes they just completely strip, and there's nothing I can do. So I just have to like grab my hand and rip this metal fixture out of there, and just rip it out, and you know, break it basically because it's going in the trash anyway, so I don't care. Well, I did this, and like it was like the third one that I had to do it to because for some reason I just couldn't get them out. And it was like the third one I was going at, and I cut my hand like pretty good. Like I got a pretty good cut on my hand, and it still stings even today, even though it's Saturday morning. You know, it's 2:30 in the morning on Saturday. Um, anyway, so yeah, I cut my hand really good on Wednesday, and it was like bleeding, and it was like bleeding really bad. But I didn't have time to stop. I was like, I don't have time. I have to finish these lights. So I'm just like sitting here bleeding out of my hand, replacing these lights, and I'm just like, whatever, I don't care. I gotta get it done. Like, it was hurting, and I was just like, I don't have time. I do not have time to stop. So I just kept on going, you know? And sometimes that's what you gotta do, you know? Anyway, so Thursday was the worst. Thursday was the absolute worst. So I went to work on Thursday, and once again, I'm doing this thing. I'm going up and down all these 80 flights of stairs. I go up and down all of them, and it's like 2 o'clock, and I'm done. Which I'm actually kind of surprised that I finished only at 2 o'clock. I guess I'm getting stronger and faster. So I finished at 2 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Got to get out of here and go to my lunch. And so I went to my lunch, and I didn't have any money. I'm flat broke at this point because I had, like I said, I spent the $40 at the beginning of the week, and that left me with $9, or that left me like $11. And I spent 9 of that at dinner on Wednesday night. And on Thursday, I have $1. I literally $1 and like 30 cents to my name. And I know that I'm getting paid on Friday. So I'm like, okay, I just have to go 1 day without eating. Just 1 day without food. And I'll be fine. So my lunch comes up. And I know that I can't go get food because I don't have any money. But I don't want to be at work, you know? So I drive off. And I park at a Publix that was like, I don't know, 2 miles away. And I'm just like, wow, man, I'm really tired from walking up all of those, up and down all those stairs. Let me take a nap. And I take a nap, and I forget to turn off my car before I take a nap. And I wake up like 20 minutes later, and my car is overheating. And I freak out, and I turn my car off, and I wait about 5-10 minutes. And I open up my trunk, and I get my water and coolant out of my trunk, and I open up the car, and I open the radiator to pour the water and the coolant in there, assuming that 5-10 minutes in this like 20-degree weather has been enough to cool this down. And I don't open it up immediately. I crack it a little bit, let the heat come out. I even pour a little bit of water on it, trying to cool it down. I don't open this up immediately. You know, I'm trying to be as safe as possible, but I wasn't being safe enough apparently because I opened it and all this boiling hot water and coolant just come and hit me in the face. And it hurt so bad. It hurt. It was like so painful. it was easily one of the most painful things I've ever had to go through in my life, and like I've gone through some pretty painful things. Like one time I had my ankle, I fell down a flight of stairs one time when I was like 18, 19 years old, and my ankle went like 3/4 in a circle the wrong way and didn't break my bone. So it's just like so much pain. And one time my like the cartilage in my knee was like fading, and it was like making my knees rub together, and it's so painful. But this was like really painful. And I run into the Publix, and I go to the bathroom, and I start rinsing my face off in the bathroom and in the water, with the water in the bathroom, and it's so hot. And I'm like, and I can't do it. And so I go to the water fountain, and thankfully it's so cold in the water fountain. But I just sit there for literally 40 minutes. 40 minutes rinsing my face off. It hurt so. Even after 40 minutes, it still hurt like really bad. And it hurt the entire day. Like it didn't stop. It was so painful. And what's worse is so I call my mom and I tell her what happened. And she's like freaking out. My mom was like freaking. She's like crying on the phone. And she's like, go to the hospital, go to the hospital, go to the hospital. And I'm like, I can't. I don't have the money. I don't have the money. I can't afford the hospital. For those who don't live in America, if you don't have health insurance, going just to see a doctor, for not even the doctor to do anything, just for the doctor to come in, say hi, and leave, is like $70. It's like $70 just for the doctor to say, hey, hi, what's up, and go away. Is like will cost you $70 for him to actually do anything, to like look at you. And what I was so worried about, and I'm glad I didn't go see a doctor, is now because I'm okay now. I just needed like a day to rest and heal. I heal pretty quickly anyway. Normally, this cut on my hand is not healing. It's still, like I said, it still hurts now. But anyway, the burning is gone. It actually was gone the next day. But anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't go see a doctor, because I would have hated it. I would have hated it if I would have gone to the doctor. The doctor would have looked at me, put on some gloves, held my chin up, looked at my face, real good, maybe, did something else, and then said, you're fine, that'll be $400. I would have hated that. I would have been so upset if that happened. So I'm glad that I didn't go see the doctor. But my mom was freaking out, and it was understandable. I mean, she couldn't see me. I live in Georgia. She lives in Virginia. She doesn't see me, and she couldn't see me, and there's no way she could come to see me. So she was just freaking out. And I couldn't handle it at the moment, because I was trying to keep myself calm, and I was like, Mom, I can't talk to you right now. I gotta go. Called my dad. I went, hey, Dad, I don't know how. Basically, I was calling to see if I need to go see a doctor, and my mom was saying I should. But when I called my dad, I was like, hey, Dad, I got all this burning coolant and water in my face. It was boiling when it hit me. What do I do? And he was so simple about it. He was like, did you blister? And I said, no. And he said, are you burning? And I said, yes. And he was like, I think you're fine. You can go back to work. And I was like, really? Just, my face is on fire. And you're just like, go back to work. Just get back to work. What are you doing? And I was just a little shocked about his nonchalantness about the whole situation. He wasn't there either. He was in Florida, so he didn't see me. But I was just a little surprised how he acted. Anyway, so that was my Thursday. I was in so much pain on Thursday. And my car was still overheating, that I didn't want to go home, because I was like, I don't want to drive too much, and I don't want to, and I, for two reasons. One, because I'm in pain. Two, because, because my car's overheating. So, I asked if I could borrow a little bit of money from my work, and they gave me like $11, which is exactly enough that I needed. It was exactly the amount that I needed. Because I went to the store, bought some coolant, which was $12. I have like 12 cents left in my bank account at this time. And I'm literally broke. Flat broke. And I pour the coolant into the car, because it got all over my face, so there was nothing in the car anymore. That's why it was overheating. I don't know why it overheated to begin with, because it had plenty in there. But anyway, so I pour it in there, and that way I make sure it won't freeze over the night. And I go to my dad's house, and I do the Cybermon event that's going on. And I can't record because I'm at my dad's house. So, and because he lives, not only does he live a lot closer to my work, like he pretty much lives at my work, where I work on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at least. But also, he's much closer to my other job, which is he lives closer even to the one that I work on Tuesday and Thursday. So, that was a decision that I made. And I'm glad that I did, because one, I was able to get a little bit of food. He didn't have much in his house, but I was able to eat a little bit of food from that he had. And yeah. So, I know that I'm talking a lot. I'm probably going to make this a half episode, because I'm just complaining about work, and I'm sorry. But I really need to vent. I just need to vent, and I'm really sorry. So, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to adjust myself and change how I'm sitting. There we go. Alright, so Friday, I get to work, and I'm not feeling well. I'm not feeling well at all. At all. At all. Just feeling like crap. I feel sick. I feel nauseous. Even today, I don't feel, even right, well, I mean, it's the same day, technically. Even now, I don't feel very well. So, I go to work, and I do as much as I can. I work until like 2:10, and I'm just like, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. And I go to my supervisor, supervisors, I guess, technically, people that are above me in rank, but I don't go to my boss. I go to the people below my boss, but above me, and I go, hey, I'm not feeling well, and I go to three different ones, and I go to three of them, and I go, hey, I'm not feeling very well, I don't think I can make it the rest of the day, and all three of them are like, if you're sick, you can go home, if you're sick, and you don't think you can make it, then you can go home, your health is important, and you should go home and rest, and I was like, okay, I appreciate it, and I talked to three of them, and all three of them were like, yeah, go home, so I was like, okay, and so I clocked out and went home. Still, I got most of my work in, I didn't go to lunch yet, so I had worked 6.5 out of 8 hours. So I only missed an hour and a half. I mean, that's, a lot for work. You can get a lot done in an hour and a half. You can get a lot done in 15 minutes. But I just couldn't do it anymore. So I clocked out and I went home. Right when I pulled in the driveway of my house, I got a call from my boss. And he goes, hey, where are you? And I'm like, I'm home. And he's like, what are you doing home? Why are you home? And I said, I wasn't feeling well. I was feeling really sick, so I left. And he's like, did you tell anybody? And I was like, yeah, I told, blah, 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 3 different people. And he was like, well, you got to tell me. I don't care about those people. I'm your boss. I should know, and you can tell, you have to tell me. And I'm like, you're right. I wasn't thinking. I'm sorry. And he was like, in the future, this better not happen again. If you gotta go, you talk to me first before anybody else. You don't even need to tell anybody else. You come to me. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. And he was like, have a great day. And he hung up on me. And he was clearly really furious with me. And I hope that on Monday he'll calm down. And I'll apologize to him on Monday as well. But I really couldn't take it. I was just feeling so crappy. I came in my room, and I passed out. And I slept. I got home. I didn't get home till like 4 o'clock, despite leaving at like 2:30. And I just went to my room, and I fell asleep. And I woke up with my mom calling me at like 10 o'clock tonight. So, I mean, it's only been 4 hours, almost 5 hours since I've been awake. I went out, got dinner, came back home, and caught up on some Markiplier videos, I still have a Markiplier video I have to watch, his latest The Evil Within video. I'm really looking forward to watching that. And caught up on the Gassy Mexican videos, and Then I started making a Cybermon video, which will be out later. And then here we are now, making this Miscrits video. And that's it. That's been my week. Whew. Thank you guys so much for listening to me rant and vent, because I needed to get it off my chest. I've been wanting to complain about it all day and all week, pretty much. I've been just having to get it. It's just been on my mind. And, like, even thinking about it gives me a headache. Like, but I think I'll feel a lot better now. Still not feeling 100% after the whole coolant thing hitting me in the face and then not being able to eat for, basically 24 hours. I still don't really feel very well. The funny thing is, I haven't been able to eat as much as I used to today. And maybe it is because I'm nauseous, but, like, I got dinner and I got the amount that I would normally eat. And I ate like half of it. I ate like half of my food, and I was like, ugh, I can't eat anymore. And it really surprised me, because, I mean, I don't eat that much. I mean, I eat normal, I guess, but I don't know. There's some people that, like, see me eat and they're like, you don't look like you eat a lot. So, and I guess I don't, but even today, just today, I was like, I couldn't even eat what I normally eat. Yeah, I got lunch this morning, or this afternoon. I know I didn't. I'm thinking something else. Anyway. Sorry. My time is all mixed up. I couldn't have gotten lunch because I was at work and then didn't have money on Thursday, so I don't know what I'm talking about, what I'm thinking of. But anyway, so that was my week. How are we doing on this Volcano Island video? I also wanted to get 10 fights in, which is my plan right now. I promise in my next video, again, this is going to be a half video because it's not important. It's just me venting and complaining. So I'm going to make this a half video, even though it's long. And then either later today or tomorrow, I'll make a Sunfall Kingdom video where I post when I'm playing Platinum Arena, playing the Platinum Arena, and not complaining about my work. So I don't usually like to talk about my work. I don't really like to let people know what I'm doing, what I do at my job, because I feel that's personal information and I don't really want other people to know. But I had to complain. Today, and sorry if you guys don't care. Sorry, if this video you think is stupid. I just had to vent it out. And thank you for those who have had equally bad days, and you know how much it can help just knowing that someone is listening, and someone has listened to you about your day, or even about your week, and can kind of relate, and it's like, yeah, I've had bad weeks myself, and, and don't tell, I mean, I don't know, this is one thing that I think about people who have bad days. If someone's like, hey, I had a really bad day, and you're like, oh, okay, can you tell me about it? After they tell you about your day, don't be like, oh, man, I had a day that was so much worse than that. I did blah, 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 blah. Because at least with me, that does not make me feel better. Because it makes me feel like you don't care about how my day was. Now you're just trying to make it like suck it up, and stop complaining about your day. Everyone has bad days, and, everyone has bad weeks, and mine was so much worse than yours, That's what it feels like. I don't do that to other people. I mean, I try not to. Sometimes I do. I won't lie. But if I will usually catch myself and stop myself, or I won't do it at all. And just be like, hey, people have bad days, people have bad weeks, and I'm sorry that you had a bad week. But, if you need help, I'll be there to help you. So, something like that. Or even something even more simple like, hey, if you ever want to talk about it, I'm here. I'm willing to listen. Because sometimes that's all we really need. Really. I mean, that's all I really need sometimes. Is just someone to listen and to not give me a hard time about it. Because I know that sometimes I am complaining about things that are irrational. That if I heard someone else complain about, I'd be like, well, that's just stupid. Why are you complaining about those things? And I will even look back on things that I've complained about and thought, why was I complaining about that? That was such a menial thing. There's so many bigger things to worry about in my life. Why is that even an issue? But sometimes you just have to, Sometimes you just got to complain about things and get it off your chest, and it'll make you feel better. And, I think you guys know what I'm saying. Maybe not. I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. Is that sometimes you complain about things, and even though they're irrational, and even though it doesn't make sense to complain about it, and even though you will realize that, at that moment in time, you don't care. At that moment in time, you're like, I don't care. I just want to get it off my chest. And please don't give me a hard time about it. I understand it's irrational. I understand it's stupid. But I have to do it. It's something that's on my mind, and I have to get it off my mind, no matter how stupid it is. So, I mean, even this game, in Miscrits, I will get mad at things that are so simple. I mean, who cares if someone wins the Platinum Arena match? Who cares? I mean, you win some, you lose some. It happens, But at the same time, there's sometimes where it just bothers me so much, even though I know in my heart, in my head, not in my heart just pumps blood, but I know in my head that it shouldn't bother me, and it just does. It just really does. So, anyway, I feel dizzy again. Don't heal. Please don't heal. Good. The last two guys healed. Oh, and frustrated defeat healed too. My defense is doing awesome. Almost plus 30. I like it. I like it a lot. I kind of wish you were a water miscrit instead of a fire miscrit. It's kind of besides Tunaconda here, Tucanaconda here. The location is very appropriate for the miscrits that I just fought. They're all fire miscrits. Okay. Gotta get used to saying miscrits again. What I have to do is get used to saying miscrits in Miscrits and monsters in Cybermon or other games. For some reason, I never had that problem with Pokemon. Pokemon, I'd say Pokemon. And I had no problem saying Pokemon. But for some reason, in Miscrits, I'll say Miscrits, but when I play Cybermon, I will still say Miscrits. But because I haven't played that much Miscrits recently, and I've been playing a lot of Cybermon, I haven't had that problem. In fact, I'm almost doing the opposite now. I'm almost calling... I think I did call a Miscrit monster, earlier in this episode. So, like right at the beginning. Okay, rank 29. 29%, that's what I mean. Top 24%, down 7. Up 1,352. That's nice. Then again, I was at the top like 47%. So I guess that makes sense. Alright. So what am I going for right now? Going for the Bronze League, which I do not have. I'll have it 25. And that'll give me a silver box, which is pretty awesome, actually. Yeah, 200 platinum and a silver box. I'll take it. I will take it. So this is the last one I'm going to do on camera. And then I will go... Maybe I'll play some more. It depends. Actually, what I'm probably going to do, to be perfectly honest, right after I finish this, I'm going to check some notifications that I have, because I've been clicking them on the side, and I've been opening them in new tabs, so that I can just click on them at the top there when I'm done. And I'm going to watch Markiplier's newest Evil Within video, and then I'm going to finish my Cybermon video, and then I'm probably going to get some sleep. So, that's my plan, because tomorrow will be a better day. Saturday, I don't have work. I'm going to go get my car looked at, find out why it's overheating, find out when my brake light's coming on, find out when my check engine light's coming on, get all that done, and then I might be taking this girl out to the movies, so I'm excited about that. Same girl that I bought the $40 thing on, which didn't even go through, by the way. The website I bought it on, I forgot to purchase it as a gift, and I purchased it for myself. And it's one of these things you can't... It's like a coupon that has your name on it, so you cannot, like, just give it away to someone because it has your name on it. So I was like, oh, crap, let me cancel that order, because I tried editing it, and you can't edit it. And I was like, well, let me cancel the order and rebuy it. And I clicked cancel, and it was like canceling finished. And then I went to buy a new one, and it said I couldn't buy the new one. And I asked why, and they said because you don't have the money in your account. And I was like, I just, I should have enough. And the reason why I didn't go through is because I spent 40 on the first one, which took it out of my account. And when I canceled it, it takes 10 days to put it back in my account, which I still think is stupid. That they will take your money instantly, by the way. It wasn't even like 3 minutes. 3 minutes hadn't passed. And my money was already out of my account. And it takes them 10 days to put it back in my account. Goodness. America. Hey, Toothy! I had no idea who it was. I would have liked to get a foil flinty, although I think I already have a foil flinty. Where am I? Apparently I'm searching this. I did not mean to do that. How are you guys doing? 201. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Sorry for this crappy video. If you want to call this the worst video I've ever made, go for it. I don't care. I know this video is bad. I mean, you got to know more about me. You have to know more about what I do for a living. What my job is and stuff like that. So maybe you guys will like that. Maybe you guys are like, hey, no, Jay, this isn't a bad video. This, we got to know more about you, and that's a good thing. Or maybe you guys will say something like, no, I don't care about what you do outside of making videos, so go back to making videos and stop talking about what you do outside of videos. I understand both point of views, and I promise my next one will be less about me and more about the game. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later.